Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. So today should be the 26th when I post this video. I wanted to talk about this because I got an email about this one, right? But before I get into that, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys had a great time. And I hope you guys were able to spend time with your family and, you know, have a good time. If you got anything cool, like a cool gun or something, put it down in the comment section below if you got anything cool, right? I got like one of those Bluetooth that you connect to your helmet for the motorcycle. And it's so cool. Again, it's pretty cool. But anyways, I wanted to talk about this because this is a serious issue. And this is an issue that no one talks about, at least the news. You know, we are too worried about climate control and about all the things that may be important. But, you know, majority is pretty much nonsense, you know. Really nonsense. I'm surprised that we pay so much money to politicians to do their job, because many of them, I feel like they're stealing from the American people. You know, all they do is has drama and not do any work. Imagine if I get paid $250,000 a year just to create drama. You know, go to Twitter and just like, I mean, again, I don't know how much they get paid, but they get paid a ton of money, way more than me. So this individual, I don't want to put his information out there because it's private. Sent me an email. He said, hey, I was wondering if you ever made a video or deal with a guy deal with a guy that suffers from PTSD, essentially trying to get some information on how to help people that are suffering from that. And again, you know, this is something that is very important because we know that many veterans are killing themselves. Many veterans are committing, doing horrific things to themselves. You know, veterans are suffering from overdosing in medication or, drinking too much and things like that. And, you know, at one point, I don't know the numbers right now, but it was really high, the suicide rate, like 22 a day or something like that. I don't know if that's the right number right now, but overall, a lot of veterans are suffering big time. And we know that the VA has done, not so much of a great job. I mean, again, they have benefits. They have things out there to help you out, but unless you know, a lot of times you figure, a lot of times it's like, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know the VA provide this service. I didn't know the VA provide that service. So a lot of times, it's really horrific how it plays out. And I know like Disabled American Vets and groups like that do a fantastic job helping veterans and pointing veterans through the right path to help them when they get out of the military and things like that, or seeking out help, right? So again, this individual asked me about this, and I got to tell you, the first thing, really, it's okay to seek out help. And that's what I reply in the email. I'll say, you know what, I'm familiar with, Marine suffering from PTSD and things like that. And I'm familiar with this, with this condition, because, going through combat, seeing some of my friends and things like that. So I say, you know what, seek out help. It's very difficult to deal with an individual that is suffering from that. And in many cases, families and friends really don't know how to deal with them. So again, seeking out help may be something that needs to be done. And I know the VA has 1-800 numbers and things like that. Again, just Google that stuff, find out what section of the VA could potentially help you out, maybe provide some counseling, maybe provide information that is going to help out that guy. So again, it's kind of sad to have our veterans deal with that stuff, but war is horrific, and when they come back, a lot of guys have to deal with that. And you know what, in a way, I mean, bless the good Lord, nowadays we're kind of going in the right direction and helping our veterans. The VA putting things out there to help our veterans, because back in the days was even worse. Now here's another thing that I wanted to mention, because this is something that I seen too as well. A lot of churches out there provide counseling. So again, seeking out some of the churches, especially if you're a believer, you may be able to talk to your pastor. You may be able to talk to elders in the church that may help you and may point you in the right direction, or maybe help you dealing with PTSD and things like that. So again, the VA provides great services. Again, churches provide great services. And another one that I actually did this, at one point where I went and talked to a girl that was suffering from PTSD, and literally what I did was that I went there with my wife and, you know, another individual, and I just sat down and listened, you know. And I guess in a way, you know, veterans like to talk to veterans, and, you know, guys that have been through rough time like to talk to guys that have been through rough times, I guess, in a way. And you know what? It was kind of beneficial for this individual for me to listen. So maybe that will be another way. You know, some people that want to go through the church, they don't want to do the church thing. Some people that want to go through the VA. But you know what? Maybe some people want to listen to a fellow veteran or talk to a fellow veteran. That may be another way that may help as well. Again, you know, I wanted to put this video out there just to give some tips. Obviously, I'm not a professional by any means on this, but I know that if you have an individual that is suffering, it's okay to ask for help, and we need to be looking out for help to kind of help them in any way. There's a lot of veterans in here. Put comments down below. Let us know what you think. Appreciate you guys watching. And as always, God is in control.